Hello Julian, this class is especially for you. If you have both of your plastic balls, you can use them now. If not, you can do the same exercises without them, but you're getting good at moving the pelvis with the balls, so maybe it's best if you have them. Also, I know that Jasmina has the little ones, you can use those ones too. Let's begin laying down. You already know how to do all the different movements with the pelvis. This class will be more focused on a couple of new exercises. So place the balls under your sacrum on the side, open a little bit your arms, and begin the circles. Begin the circles big, the size of the medicine ball. Any side you choose, it's okay. What we're doing with this movement is just to prepare the lumbar and the pelvis. Change the direction. Remember that we don't need to do special breath here, but it's best if you're focused, if you close your eyes and you feel the way you are breathing, you can connect with that sensation, just knowing that you're breathing, or maybe noticing that you're not breathing and that you're holding the air. So let's do that for a while, focusing on the breath. And then pause, and now picture in your mind the infinite symbol and begin. Any side you choose, it's okay. You can draw the circle, the infinite with your finger, or you can just close your eyes and try to imagine it. In this exercise, we do need the full attention in the image of your brain. Now, pause and begin to the other side. So it's the same, it's just that you are now going in reverse. Focus without distraction. And pause. Lift one leg into table. Lower the leg. Lift the other leg in table. Continue the movement, but use your abdominals. Pull the belly in and keep the belly in. Once the foot is on the floor, relax the belly. Pull the belly in when you lift the other leg. Once the leg is on the floor, relax the belly. Pull the belly in. Pull the belly in. Now, remove the balls. Feel your sacrum on the floor. Lift your arms. Move the scapulas. Reaching for the fruit and then pressing the scapulas towards the floor. Reaching, pressing the scapulas. Reaching. And now opposite. One arm reaches for the fruit and then the other one. This movement requires rotation. Rotate your head and your ribs side to side. Rotate a little bit more the head without rotating the pelvis. In this exercise, we want the pelvis to stay stable. We are preparing now the ribs. Last time. Center, and now inhale. Make sure that the scapulas are melted on the floor. Inhale here Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale and use your abdominals. Pull them in. And lower the sternum. Inhale. Inhale. Lowering the sternum. Inhale. And relax your hands. And press the sternum down towards the pubic bone for a while. Hold that pressure and try to breathe. But keep the pelvis relaxed. It's only the sternum that is trying to go towards the pubic bone. And then relax. And now, hammock. Bring your heels closer to the glutes. Rotate the pubic bone towards the belly and lift. Stay up in the hammock. Remember the sensation effortless of the belly. It's just like a hole or bowl. Relax the glutes and then lower and feel how the sacrum melts into the floor. Again, let's do 5. Focus on your breath, but not controlling it. Just notice the way you're breathing. Two more. One more. Stay in the hammock. And now from here, shoulder bridge. Press your arms towards the floor. Lift. Continue the tilting. Continue the pubic bone towards the belly button. Squeeze the glutes. As you come down, focus on feeling and letting the ribs come down to the floor. Eventually relax the glutes. And again. And we do 5. Shoulder bridge. Press your arms a little bit to the floor. Remember the atlas, the alignment of the head. And then lower the ribs, the lumbar, the pelvis. 3. 4. Notice if you're using a lot the legs. We must use them a little bit more than in the hammock. But remember, this one is more about letting the weight fall. So as you're coming down, release the glutes and feel the weight of the ribs, especially the weight of the ribs. And relax. Open your arms, lift your right knee to table. Cross the left leg and twist both of your legs to your left side. Head to your right. Remember, the idea of melting is sensing the weight and letting the weight fall. If you feel you are resisting, it's going to be very hard to melt. But if you notice you're resisting, you just have to wait and see if you can stop resisting. Slowly come back and feel that extra stretch. Other side. Cross both legs to your right, head to the left, and we notice when we start resisting the stretch. Slowly come back to center. Hold the knees from behind the knees. And then rock side to side. Now, the side exercises. Lay down on your side, facing the camera. Use one arm as a pillow, both of the legs slightly forwards, like in the corner of your mat, and the other hand on the floor. Make sure that the neck is relaxed. There. And then lift. In my case, it's the right leg. It can be anyone, any. It depends where you are. Lift your leg. The foot aligned with the hip, not higher, not lower. Hold it there, feel the weight, point. Keep the foot pointing. If it feels too strange and maybe cramp, do flex. Keep the point and begin the small circles, the size of an orange or maybe a little bit bigger. As you're doing the circles, keep the stability of the pelvis. We want to avoid dancing with the pelvis here. Switch direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 7. Flex. Go forwards and go back, keeping the stability of your pelvis. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay back. Bend the knee and grab your foot. In case you cannot reach yet, maybe you can just keep it bent and you try to reach. But if you were able to grab it, hold it. And now move your pelvis. Tilt your pubic bone towards the belly button for like 2-3 seconds and then rotate back the pelvis. So it's the same movement that we do with the balls, but now on the side, and of course using some stretch on your leg. If you do it slow, you might notice that there's also like a sensation of stretch around the neck, around the shoulder. And that's it. And now bend your knees, relax them in front, relax your head on the floor and place both of your hands together. Telescope. Push your, in my case it's the right arm. Push your arm very, very far and let your forehead roll on the floor. And then roll back and roll slightly back. Keep both of your elbows extended. Again. So the hand is touching the other arm and then it begins to touch the floor. Feel the forehead. Roll back. This exercise is for the scapulas, for the head, for the ribs. It's a rotation. What I'm doing here with you, Julian, is prepare you for the roll down. I want to teach you the roll down in distance. That way when we see each other, it might be faster for me to teach you other exercises that include a lot of rolling. And that's it. Now we do the other side. I'm also gonna do it facing you. In my case, it's going to be the left leg now working. Use your arm as a pillow, both of your legs extended forwards. Your hand as a support, lift your leg to the hip. Align distance or height, circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flex your foot, go forward and back. Notice if you're using a lot of your neck. So the hand is, of course, is a support, but we want to use more the abs. So pull the belly in, keep the pelvis stable. 5, 6, one more. Hold the leg back, bend, if you can, grab the foot. And we begin the movement of the pelvis. Tilt your pubic bone towards the belly button. 1, 2, 3. Coccyx goes back, or arch the pelvis. Tilt. Feel the stretch, 3 seconds, arch, relax the belly, tilt, feel the stretch, arch, relax the belly. And then release. Bend your knees. Place your hands together, telescope. Once you're back, count. 1, 2, 3. You're very good at doing these movements slow. You can also do it slower. Relax your shoulders, effortless. 4, one more. No rush. 5. And now, the exercise where you're going to be standing. We're going to practice it. First, the inverted V. So lift your spine all the way to 4 points. We are in 4 points. Lift a little bit the head. Lower the sternum. Lift the sternum. We did this last class with you and Jasmina. Keep the sternum lifted. Curl the toes on the floor. Inverted V. Maybe in your case, Julian, open a little bit your arms, like almost, maybe even wider than the mat, a little bit. And then send your arms a little bit forwards. Lift the knees and send the head down. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Stay in this position. Hold it while I remind you the details. Open the space of his scapulas. Keep the head down. Lift the coccyx or the sacrum towards the ceiling. And breathe. Try to practice the breath that we were doing last class, where you imagine you're filling your lungs with air. Remember to open the space of the scapulas. If you need a pause, rest and then get into the pose again. And now walk with your feet one step forward. One step, and then with the other, one step. Keep the knees bent. Walk with your hands to your feet, keeping the knees bent. Place your fingertips on the floor. Keep the head down. And now begin to roll up. Remember, sacrum goes down. Pubic bone tilts like the hammock. You can use your hands like this. The head down. The knees begin to stretch and the pubic bone is tilting towards the belly button. Release your hands and roll slowly, very, very slowly, all the way up. And now we go down. We're going to do this a few times. Let's practice. Remember, first with your eyes towards your sternum. Bend a little bit the knees. Tilt the pubic bone towards the belly button, like the hammock. Release your arms. Bend a little bit more the knees. Keep on tilting the pubic bone. Touch the floor with the fingertips. And we begin to roll up. This time without touching your pelvis. Keep your arms loose. And just remember, like the hammock, tilt the pubic bone towards the belly button. Extend the knees. Let the head be super heavy. Remember your atlas, the first vertebra, is the last vertebra we align. Side bend. Raise your right arm, side bend. You see, good thing we're doing in distance. Other side. And then again, the roll down. First the head, the knees, the pubic bone. Bend the knees as much as possible, as much as you need, because eventually we want to do it with the knees extended. If you're very, very bent, it's okay. But try every time to maybe stay down here and extend them just a little bit more. 1 centimeter or 2. To roll up, last time, bend the knees and feel how you're tilting your pubic bone. I think you're ready to do this. Last time you were doing it very nice. That's why I think you did it once. We should not stop. Continue rolling your spine. Side bend. The arm reaches for the fruit. Shift the pelvis to the side. Center. Continue. Other arm reaches for the fruit. Shift the pelvis to the side. Center your spine. And you're done. See you in a few days.